share it with you guys live. I'm probably going to keep this live and then take it down. So, just getting the windows aligned up. I probably should have did this a little bit before I started the stream. I do apologize. Let me just shrink my face down right here. Okay, so I don't know if the audio is going to work, but you'll hear my voice, hopefully, and we can do that. Let me see. Could probably cut this down here, bop this up there. Perfect. All right. So if you guys were here earlier, we did a quick live with Jerome. He came by, asked a couple questions. You guys asked a couple questions, then we went out. We started in Ridgewood, and we rode pretty much DeKalb all the way to downtown Brooklyn. So from the edge of Queens to downtown Brooklyn. In total recording time from Queens to Brooklyn, the GoPro said 18 minutes, and that's before we even started riding. I hit record, so it was pretty quick. We only had to make a couple stopping-like, swerving maneuvers. Other than that, everything was pretty straightforward, and I'll quit talking about that, and we'll just go straight into the video. Hopefully you can hear it. If not, okay.
Well, this is my route. We're in Middle Village, Queens, where I live at. We're heading towards downtown Brooklyn. I'm gonna take DeKalb all the way, and it's gonna be my favorite route straight towards downtown.
Anyway, so we rode.
Let's go, baby.
Ridgewood area, basically. So we started with the Hotline. From the beginning of the video, it's kind of cool. You can see the Manhattan skyline, which is pretty rad. So,
Alrighty then.
the light.
Start off the day good. I love this route. They just paved it by my house. It's really clean. Fresh pavement, I love it. I've been riding this shift.
Turn this off. How about now? Is that better? The mic is really low. Shit. How about now? That's better, right? Sorry. Thank you, Josh. So yeah, here we are in Ridgewood, riding along. And what I was saying was the weather here in New York has been really cold lately, like glove and jacket weather. But today it's been really nice. It was really nice today, and the lighting was really good today. So it was a good day to film. So anyways, we're basically getting onto DeKalb right now. We're going against traffic. This is a one-way, and we're cutting over to DeKalb from the start of it, which starts right on the edge of Ridgewood. Right here, I guess this is where Jerome went to high school. He points that out in the video. It's pretty cool that we took that little route, and we make a couple like little zigzags through here, little rights and lefts, which it wasn't too sketchy, but you know, whenever you're taking turns like that, it just feels good to take a right, then a left, then a right, then a left, without having to really stop or blow through intersections. I handled the camera a little bit differently on this one as far as exposure is concerned. I normally like to keep the sky a little bluer, but I went ahead and blew it out this time just to see how it feels, since I knew there was going to be a lot of long shadows and we'd probably be riding into shadow a lot. Instead of having a dark picture, I went for a tiny bit, like a stop over what I normally do. So it looks everything looks poppy and colorful, and it's autumn here, so all the leaves have color, so it just looks good. The light's golden, the shadows are blue, everything looks cool. The riding looks great. Also, this is the first time that it's an exclusive, like, all the way through Brooklyn Hotline. Normally these things are filmed in Manhattan, so it's cool to give some of you guys who aren't from around here just an idea of what it feels like, or what it looks like to ride through Brooklyn. So this is where it starts to get sketchy. We're here. This is Bushwick now. And it's all kind of downhill for a while right here, which is really cool for Jerome to keep his momentum. It's pretty easy to keep, as long as he doesn't have to stop, it's easy to keep that momentum going, and he was hauling ass. Let me see. I did log this to Strava just to see. Yeah, see, this is the first time I'm looking at it. So I got a KOM and a couple leaderboard things today, filming him. So I got the KOM. We both got the KOM on Ridgewood, DeKalb, the sprint, some section there, and then I got second place on all of DeKalb. And the average speed on the first one was 24.6 miles an hour, and all of DeKalb, our average speed was 18.8 miles an hour. So that's pretty good. It's all of DeKalb is what we rode, and it says here that we did it in 13 minutes. So from Queens to downtown Brooklyn in 13 minutes, 17 seconds. Pretty good. You guys can check the, of course I'll put the Strava link to my, that's not going to work because I don't have autofocus. Put the Strava link on the description of the video. I'll probably upload this thing Wednesday. It'll probably go up Wednesday morning, so check back for that. This version here is not playing in Premiere since I had issues before. So pretty sweet, pretty hot. This is a quick 1080 version that I've exported. Yeah, we were going the speed limit, 24.6 miles an hour in a 25 mile an hour speed zone. We were going as fast as cars should go, but they don't ride that fast. Here was the first time we had to not blow through a light. We couldn't. There was just no way. There were cars blocking both paths, and you make these calculated assessments and risks at times, and you don't blow through every light, and that was one of the times where we couldn't. There was just, maybe we could have, but it would have been extra sketchy, and we don't need to do that. So right here is cutting across Myrtle here. This used to be on one of my commutes to work from my house. It was smooth and easy. We had the red there. What else am I got to say about this? Oh yeah, I was hungry, thirsty. I drank a little background on how I was feeling. I wasn't feeling too hot today when I woke up. I had I had a bottle of wine last night, and I just kind of woke up kind of groggy today, and should have drank more water, should have ate more for breakfast. By the time we started filming, I was hungry. Oh, this car right here, this was sketchy. Jerome put his hands up like, what? That was that was dicey. That's probably gonna be the thumbnail for the video. And that was Bushwick Ave right there. We just cut across like butter. It was easy to cross that. Tommy, yeah, I know the video. The video is a little laggy, unfortunately. I still haven't figured that out. And I'm not. I forget what gear ratio he was running. I think we mentioned it in the previous live stream, the Q&A with Jerome. If you guys go check that, posted it a few hours ago. But I'm running 50/17 on my bike. So put that together. If you guys want to know more about Jerome, again, check the video I just posted earlier. It's a Q&A with him, so he does talk a little bit about where he's from and, you know, how he got into bikes and what his favorite food is after he rides. So be sure to check that out if you want to hear more. So he he slowed down to catch this skitch right here, and I thought he was going to drop me right here. I was like, fuck, they're gone. So I just got out of my saddle and started sprinting, and somehow I kept up with them. They didn't get too far away, and then they caught a red up there. So he would have slingshot off that car if the light wasn't red, but it was red, so he had to slow down. You don't want to go that fast into a light you can't see. Car was coming there, but there was plenty of room for both of us to go without really fucking the car up, so we went. And this is all Bed-Stuy area here. This is an area that this part of the ride is actually very familiar for me. It's part of my old commute to my old job. I used to ride down this street all the time. And I'm riding on my single speed with, you know, the normal bike that I've been filming on, the Affinity Low Pro, and I have platform, like plastic pedals and regular shoes on. And Jerome he's on a Brooklyn Machine Works, and it's fixed, obviously, and he's riding with clipless pedals. And David's asking if the clipless pedals make a difference, and they do. You get an upstroke. I probably, if I had more time and remembered, I would have changed pedals, but it seems like for the speeds riding through Brooklyn, I didn't have that. You know, it wasn't too big of a deal for me to be in sneakers to keep up, because I'm behind them, so I'm doing a lot of drafting. Easy cut across that intersection there. Tommy's asking what kind of bag he has. That bag is fully loaded. It's actually full. He's got some hubs in there that he just went, after we filmed, we went and dropped them off. Someone bought some hubs. There's some brand new hubs. So he was carrying some hubs while he filmed this, which is kind of funny. So that bag was full. It's like an old chrome, like hip pouch that they used to make. I don't think they make it anymore. So I thought, you know, around this time, Jerome was, you know, after putting in that effort, I think he was starting to feel a little gassed. I was honestly too, because like I said, I didn't wake up feeling so hot in the morning anyways, and I didn't have too much water. So I was feeling a little off right here as well. So I was happy that he slowed down a little bit. Catch my breath, you know. Jack is asking how close I am to the rider. I try to keep a distance. I'm pretty close on him right here. But when traffic gets thick and I can't see, I got it in front of him right there by accident. When traffic gets thick and I can't see too far ahead, I try to give, since he's on a bike without brakes and I have brakes, I want to give him enough room to react, because you can't always go straight. You might have to cut left or right. So when situations like that, try to give them more room. But when it's a straight and I can see for a while, like a distance, I try to stay real close on him. So this GoPro is shooting on super wide, and I'm really close to him right here. But you'll see as he gets smaller and further away from me, it's usually when things get a little hairier, and it also gives you as a viewer more opportunity to see how he handles it. If I'm too close, you don't get to see all the things, like people walking through the street and this and that, like the things that he's like watching and like trying to avoid all at once. So it works. So this whole section is pretty chill. This is like a route. If you guys are familiar with Brooklyn, this is like on the way to Vanderbilt, which is like a straight street that takes you to Prospect Park, which is an area where people, go. You can ride bikes around, do laps on the road, and then there's a lot of dirt stuff that I tend to ride more in this time of year. So this is like very familiar again for me, riding this way. A lot of people commute on the street, but the time that we filmed this, it was like everyone was at work, so it was pretty mellow as far as cyclists are concerned. Other cyclists, there were a few, but it can get pretty crowded in the morning, actually. Willie Mac, I have filmed a Hotline in London. Check it out. It's with Matt Rucola 63. My boy, you should check it out. It's a good one. M. Lima is asking about my t-shirt campaign. Yeah, that's the service that's provided through YouTube, and he's saying the quality is 3 of 5, and I do agree. I've said this before, that they handle everything, and I have chosen the best material to print on, but I agree that the print quality on that material isn't as good as I would like it to be. But unfortunately, I don't have any control in that right now, and I just don't have the bandwidth to do it myself and make or order and then hold stock and ship them out myself. So I'm using that in the meantime. Hopefully in the future, when I have a little more time and maybe my own space or something, I can handle something like that on my own. But the t-shirt thing's doing all right. This part gets real good. Lots of traffic pileups. See how I gave them some room? We had to hop on the sidewalk right here. That was sketchy. 2 people on the sidewalk and the door open to a bodega. And then we cut right back into the street. And then there's like construction and buses and a red light. We had a gap right here, but he let the truck go first, which was fine. It still worked out perfectly. And then this is downtown Brooklyn. Like, this is the video. It was quick, right? And that was Flatbush. And this is the end. We planned to end it right here on the end of the DeKalb. And if it was a red, like we talked about it, like I was going to have him, like, if he was feeling comfortable enough for going through Flatbush, which is kind of sketchy. If it was red, I was going to not follow him and just let him do his thing and like end the video there. But we actually got the green, so we just ended it like this. And a quick little closing shot of him right here. He's saying, like, I'm going to go get my money now. He's talking about those hubs. He's going to go sell them. And then that's the end of the video there. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for tuning in. I don't know if I'm going to keep this video up for long. Maybe I'll keep it up for a few days because once I upload the real video, obviously, I don't want people to see, I don't know. I want people to watch the real one, not this one. I'll jump in and answer some of these questions real quick, and then I'm going to go. What has been, wait, hold on. Oh, right here. What inspired me into doing Hotlines? Just the combination of riding bikes and filmmaking. They came together as a camera test, and this is kind of just how it's been going so far. Hopefully that evolution continues. I know that everyone likes those videos, but one of the things that I'm trying to do, including like this new audio setup in these live streams, is try to get some more people in here so you guys get to know these people. And I hope that's like another, maybe not an evolution, but something to add to it, so it's not all, just hotlines. You get a little backstory on people, and I kind of want to share their stories, because a lot of these people have interesting stories and things that I think are really cool to share. So hopefully more of that in the future. Tomorrow I'm actually filming with Eric Otto. He's a cyclist and artist. He has a video that's pretty popular on the channel, Hotline Eric Otto. He'll be in here tomorrow. We're gonna do a live, and then also record it, and then I'll upload like a nice edited version of that. So hopefully you guys can tune in for that, probably around 12:30 Eastern time tomorrow. Well, I just went on a big tangent there, sorry. Mr. Paperclip is asking, is Lucas Burnell and I can work on a documentary, kind of like Line of Sight. We've worked on something in the past. We are talking about doing something for, at least right now, for Bicycle Film Festival. We both have, obviously, we live in different places, and we have a similar, he's the OG, we have a similar style and type of writing, so it would be cool to work with him on something. We don't have anything solid yet, but hopefully something soon. We'll start working on that. Let's see. I'm the one filming. That was someone else riding the bike. Sorry if you're new here. I appreciate you tuning in though. Any plans for a hotline in the snow? Yeah, we've talked about it in the past. I think the closest thing has been maybe the Monster Truck last year. It's hard to film in the snow, man. Lighting is weird. It's a little more dangerous on the bikes. It's like, what bike do you want to ride on? I'd probably do it on my mountain bike, but we'll probably do one this year. We'll see. Do you guys cry? I'm gonna skip that, Gypsy King. Spring break meetup. Dude, I know. Maybe that'll happen. Spring break. We'll do a ride or something once the weather turns warm again. Oh, Cooper Ray versus the internet. Yeah, I need to get Cooper in here actually. I told him about the setup, but I don't think he's seen it or heard the sound quality difference. I think there's a huge improvement in sound since I got these microphones, so I'm looking forward to sharing that with him. So yeah, get him in here for sure. Tommy's asking about riding a bike, and he's from Montreal and he hates taking the bus. I feel you. I think a fixed gear is more like fixed gear with brakes is safer in the winter because you can feel the traction when you're riding. If it's slippery, you can feel it on a fixed gear. Like you can start backpedaling, and if your tire can skid easily, it means you're on black ice. I don't know. I feel like it's safer. When you're coasting on ice, I don't like it. But yeah, studded tires, those are great. Nick is asking if most of the hotline riders are bike messengers. Some of them, a lot of them are, but they're not all bike messengers. Sammy's saying the winter will fuck up your derailleur. That is true. Fixed gears, that's another reason. The salt and the grime and the harsh weather will mess up your components. So the least bleh. If you don't have a lot of components on your bike, there's not a lot of things you can mess up on your bike. So are you going to do more decline style ride videos? I love to see longer rides through the area around New York. I have in the past. Honestly, I haven't went on any rides lately. It's kind of sad. I just came back from this summer with so many things to edit and share on YouTube here that I've been spending most of my time here in the studio editing things to put on YouTube. And I haven't had a lot of time. I need to balance that out, really. After riding today, I mean, I really feel good. Felt good to go out there and ride. So definitely need to do more of those. I agree. Anyways, thank you, Marcel. I'm glad you're feeling this combination. Hopefully, the idea is to not only learn about the people who I'm filming, but also learn and hear a little bit more from me, because I'm never on the camera. I'm the one filming, so you rarely see me or hear me. And these live streams are a way for me to, talk back and forth. And I am uncomfortable talking to a camera like this when I know it's not connected to someone on the other side. But if you're on the other side, it doesn't feel weird. I'm not a vlogger. I've tried it before. It's difficult to do that for me. So I appreciate this a little bit better. It's unedited. And it's just more raw and real. So I'm all about it. I love you, Lucas. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you for the questions. I appreciate you guys tuning in. And if you guys are available tomorrow for the live stream with Eric Otto, we're going to do a full interview. I'll have some specific questions and talking points for him. And then we'll open it up to questions to you guys. So if you guys have any questions about Eric Otto or know who I'm talking about or want to learn who I'm talking about, go check it out at the Eric Otto hotline. Yo, Jerome is online. We just watched the hotline, the raw one. So go ahead and spin it back, Jerome, and you can catch it. But I'll holler at you guys. Thank you again, Jerome. It was fun. And we'll see you tomorrow, right? Thank you again.